Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is your monthly message for February. I have not done the zodiac sign readings in a while. I figured I would bring them back. And if you guys are showing enough interest, I will definitely consider bringing them back for the following month. So let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm going to lay this out for you in a spread. We're going to look at you and your energy. We're going to look at blessings and opportunities that are incoming, challenges and obstacles, if any, to be aware of. And we're also going to take a look at the theme of your month and any guidance and advice that Great Spirit might have for you in regards to whatever it is we see on the table. So let's see if we can get one card to start for your energy. Let's take a look at blessings and opportunities, challenges and obstacles, if any, that you should be aware of. Okay. Theme of the month. And then guidance and advice. And if I need additional cards, I will definitely go ahead and grab off to the side here. Okay, so let's take a look at you and your energy. Oh, wow. So we have the Knight of Swords. So this is telling me that you are moving forward. You've made a decision. You are acting with truth. And it's kind of like moving forward in the direction of what you know you need to do. Maybe also the feeling is here communicating something. Moving forward with communication. You might be writing something this month. Communicating your thoughts in some way. Speaking to others, but the feeling is here you're moving forward with a knowing, with something that you know you need to do, and there is a sense of clarity that comes from the Knight of Swords in that position. So if you are making a decision in the month of February, then this is saying you are moving forward knowing that this is the right move for you. Knights are all about movement, speed, action, momentum, and they go in the direction of their suit. In this case, they go in the direction of the sword, the truth, the clarity that they seek, right? They move in that direction. So that's very sharp, right? No pun intended, sharp energy to have, because you're clear of mind in that way. So your mind is set on something, you're moving forward with clarity, you're making clear choices and decisions, and you're discerning what the best thing for you is and moving forward in that direction, which is always positive. So let's go ahead and take a look at any blessings and opportunities. Oh, yeah, look, that's exactly what I was talking about, right? I was talking about the energy of forward movement, and you do have the Chariot here. So the Chariot is definitely that energy of forward focus. So this is saying that you're harnessing your energy in a way that's balanced, right? And what's really cool about that is we also have the balancing energy over here with the scales in this card. So to me, there's two cards here of balance, equilibrium, and finding that happy medium, right? And with the Chariot energy, we do harness our energy from going awry, because sometimes we could fight within ourselves to move forward in a certain direction or to decide something. That Chariot is the charioteer in a sense that he's in control. He's got an alchemical alignment within himself between opposing forces or polarities, and he's come to that middle ground in order for him to harness any disparate energy and move forward with his focus while leaving the distractions and the past behind. So the blessing and the opportunity is that there's some forward trajectory taking place here to help push you along, move you along on the right path and in the right direction. So there's something that's taking place around you that's going to give you what you need to make the right choices, take the right action, and move forward positively. That Chariot energy is a card of success. So there's some success that's going to come. That's the blessing. There's some success that's going to come from the path that you are taking at this time, or about to take, or in the process of choosing to take. So I would say with the energy of the Knight of Swords, please don't doubt your decision making, your discernment to make the right decision and choices. If you're confronted with one in the month of February, because there is a blessing that comes from the choice that you've made or the path that you're choosing to take and the forward momentum that you are embodying. So there's some success and achievement that is to be gained from the path that you're on right now. So if you at any time doubted you were on the right path, this is saying don't doubt that, because you're being led, guided, and moved right and true. So let's go ahead and take a look at challenges and obstacles, Libra. All right, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is an indication that, you know, the challenges that you might face or the obstacles might be with others. You might have to kind of like set healthy boundaries and or put your foot down, perhaps even with the Knight of Swords of what you've decided. There might be others that have a naysaying vibe or negative energy projected at you with the Seven of Wands, and you might have to kind of deflect that. The feeling is here, somebody's always going to have something to say, right? And that Seven of Wands is basically saying, don't let that energy stick to you in any way. If they have negative things to say in regards to a choice or a path that you're embarking upon in this month, maybe some of you are deciding to move geographically, right? Maybe relocate in some way. We have two energies that could indicate that with the Chariot and with the Knight. And maybe somebody in your family is disagreeing. Maybe they don't like the idea. Maybe they don't, you know, approve of what you're doing or deciding or the path that you are undergoing, whether that be figuratively or literally. That Seven of Wands is saying you might find a challenge with others coming against you, your choices, your opinions, maybe what you've decided for yourself. And the feeling is with the Chariot to move forward with your choice, because that's what feels like truth to you with the Knight of Swords, despite what anybody might say. Because if you really want to do this, you can accomplish whatever it is that you set your mind to, despite what other people, you know, might want for you instead. Okay, so just be aware that some of the challenges might come from others. It might come from the rigors of, you know, what you've decided, the work that might also come from having to embark upon the path that you've chosen. Again, there's always some legwork that needs to be done. You might find that a little challenging at start, but it's a number 7. So you have two number 7s, by the way, 77. The number 7 is a card or a number of energetic spiritual growth, right? So there's some kind of evolution taking place and evolving in your energy and in your spirituality. So there's a lot of spiritual growth that comes from that number. And this is also telling me that whatever you're embarking upon, ideas that you are moving forward with, some of it has to do with your spiritual path and purpose. So even if you have negativity being thrown at you, directed at you, projected at you as a challenge, this is saying you have the stamina, the resilience to fight that off and move forward with what you choose to do anyway. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's your path, it's your purpose, it's your choice. And, you know, it's really no one else's life to live but yours in this case. So, you know, decide what rings and feels true to you. Like, move forward in that direction. Honor yourself in that way. Let's go ahead and take a look at the theme of your month. We see that it's super positive. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. Hierophant. Now, didn't I say that you were moving forward with a particular path, purpose, idea that you have in mind for yourself? And that it was a very spiritual, like, you know, choice. As far as the number 7 energy, well, the spirituality comes into play with the Hierophant. That is a spiritual wisdom, wisdom from experience, a growth, a spiritual level up. There's so much knowledge in that card, and a lot of that knowledge is gained from your experience. And this is saying here that you know what you need to do, right? So it's like if other people try to come at you and tell you otherwise, or try to talk you out of what you've decided, or tell you that's not a good look or a good plan, it's like you're the Hierophant. That's your energy this month. That is you in the month. That is the month itself, right? The energy of the month is you making wise decisions for yourself, choices, you stepping up and leveling up in your growth, in your spirituality, in, you know, yourself as a person. You're taking on this very wise energy. And trust with that energy that you're also being spiritually guided to make these choices for yourself and to move in these directions. There could also be commitments in the month as well with the Hierophant. Higher learning also with the Hierophant. Some of you might decide to take on a new field of study, new field of work. The month also might align you with certain mentors to help you move forward in the direction that you've chosen. There's information, there's knowledge, there's gnosis, there's things to be learned in the month. You're going to be doing a lot of learning. You're also the feeling is here, going to be doing a lot of sharing. Perhaps other people will be sharing information, knowledge, gnosis, and wisdom with you, but I also feel like you could be that mentor to somebody else as well. You're making a commitment in the month of February, Libra, to honor yourself, your path, your journey, your purpose, the choices that you've made or you're making, you're about to make, and you're moving forward full steam ahead with that Chariot energy, and you're moving forward in the path of your success. So you're going to fight for what you want, stand up for what you believe, honor your choices, and act accordingly. That Hierophant, again, is also commitment. So you're making a promise to yourself, I feel, in the month of February to do what you want to do what you need to do, come hell or high water. And the other thing that's coming from the Hierophant is that you could end up meeting somebody, because sometimes the Hierophant can talk about marriage, contracts. So it does feel like you're headed in the right direction, which is very solid, secure, and stable spiritually, but also because your wisdom, the wisdom within you, is speaking loud and clear to do this. But I also feel like you can be meeting somebody who forms a spiritual connection with you, maybe a spiritual mentorship with you, with the Hierophant as well. You're going to be making and keeping promises to yourself. You're going to be perhaps signing contracts, whether it be for work or something like that. Sometimes the Hierophant can talk about, signing on a home or a new job. You're signing on with a new job, and there's obviously some contracts you sign in that as well. But it feels like you're making a commitment to something, and you're moving forward with it full steam ahead, whether that be a commitment to someone, something, a job, a commitment to the choice that you made or the path that you decided. Either way, you're very solid in your choice, and there's not going to be much that's going to be able to fight that or combat or come against it with that Seven of Wands, although they might try. So kudos to you, and your energy is solid as a rock in this case, okay, for February. So total confidence in what you're doing and the path that you're moving forward in. So that's really big stuff. Let's take a look at the guidance and advice. Okay, look at that. 8 of Pentacles. Continue to work hard. Continue to work and put in the love, the energy into whatever you've decided, because it is going to take some work, right? And the 8 of Pentacles is an energy where you're honing your skills, you're honing a craft, you're honing, your abilities in a sense where you're refining them and you're making the most out of them. And you're also putting yourself in a position to earn a living from them. For some of you, like I was saying, it could be a new job that you sign on with. Maybe some of you are looking to relocate for work. Maybe for some of you, for love, or a commitment or promise that you chose to hold up. The 8 of Pentacles is about putting in the work and refining, that process of building something. So the advice is to continue to build upon what you decided, to continue to put in the work, because you will soon yield a return and or a reward for the effort, the love, the energy, the time, the resources that you give to whatever it is that you are moving forward with. So know that with that 8 of Pentacles, there will be something that comes from this. You're 2 cards away from your 10 of Pentacles, right? Only 1 card away from your 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, there's work to be done, but it'll all be worth it when you arrive at your destination or your goal achieved, right? With that Chariot energy successfully and having accomplished what you had set out to do, right? So that 8 of Pentacles is also the card of the apprenticeship. So again, some of you are learning new skills, taking up new fields of study. You are giving your best, your all, and everything you got into making something of what you are choosing to do or craft, okay, or learn. Whatever it is going to be worth your time and energy. Just put it that way. And that Eight of Pentacles is telling us it will yield what you set out to do. Okay, Libra? So let's see if we could get a final oracle card for you, and then we're going to roll the dice. Final oracle card for you, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, February. Let's see. Okay, look at that. Let love be your guide. Live a life from love, guided by love. Do you see that? So again, you know what you need to do, right? Your heart is telling you what you need to do, decide, or the path that you need to embark upon. Let that inner guidance of love and light and basically clarity and knowing and your spiritual, like, it kind of feels like your spiritual path and purpose is fueling this decision or this sense of direction that you're feeling led in. It's all fueling that for the right reasons. It might have to do with your spiritual path and purpose for sure, especially with the 2 sevens here, and then also the Hierophant, right, as that leveled up wise energy. So I would say, yeah, there's some, and look, we have a number 7 here as well. 34, 3 plus 4 is 7. So 777, right? You can't go wrong there. Yeah, this is definitely tied into something that you're feeling led to do, decide, or pursue. And again, that is spirit speaking loud and clear through your heart space. So let that be your guide in everything that you choose, decide, and whatever path you decide to move forward with. So let's see, Libra, if we can get some angel numbers. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice. I use the dice to get the angel numbers for you. When the numbers show up, I would suggest finding a source online that you trust. Go with what your heart tells you as far as what resonates with you. A lot of times the number interpretation, when they show up, when you find one, can confirm a lot of what I said in these readings and also provide you maybe with additional messages that you need personally. I don't like to recommend a source because it could be one you don't like. And 2, I never want to apply one source on the internet. It's better over another because there's many out there. And I want you to take the journey to research your numbers for yourself, because you might come across other serendipity and synchronicity that you need to find. And if I gave you a shortcut, I would rob you of that entire experience. So I don't want that to happen. That's why I don't give you a source. Likewise, I always remind everybody to refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. We want to make sure everybody has a chance to find their own magic, and we don't ever want to take that from them. So let's go ahead and see, Libra, what numbers come up for you in this reading. 2. That is a number of decisions, alignment, union, harmony, balance. Okay. Another 2. Whoa. All right. So further confirmation that you're coming into alignment with the right choice. And another 2. Can you believe that? So go ahead and look up that number, 222. And I'm also going to have you look up 777. All right. Because you have 3 sevens here on the table as well. And if you want, maybe you can find a source that's a little harder when you get into the higher numbers. You might be able to find a source that'll provide you with the number 7758. Okay, 7758. So I will put those numbers for you in the screen and leave you here, Libra. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. You could always take it a step further to support what I do by maybe joining my channel's membership for exclusive readings and content. You could also support my channel by visiting my Etsy shop's page. I do have the link to my Etsy shop down below in the description box. Pay me a visit there. I have handmade crystal jewelry and crafts that I make by hand on my free time, including personal readings upon availability. My time is very limited, so they're sporadically listed and posted for people. You have to go and check every once in a while to see what readings have been made available and listed again. So with all that said, I will go ahead and leave you here, Libra. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful month, and always keep shining.